Hello everyone. Today we'll be building travel planner. So what are all the things we'll be having is initially we'll be having the search bar. So whenever we travel for a particular location, we are planning for a particular location to visit, right? So suppose if you want to travel to the XYZ location, suppose we give that location in the search bar, we'll be getting the location of that particular location, particular place that we have given. Also, we'll be getting the images of that particular location, so that this will be very helpful for the uh, travel planning, right? So these things we'll be doing with the help of JavaScript. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So also we'll be making use of Unsplash API as well as the OpenStreet API. So let's start by creating the HTML. What I'll do, I'll just create HTML file and name this index.html. Let me create CSS file as well. I'll just name this style.css. So let's wait for some time. So yeah, now what I'll do, I'll just come to index.html and create a very basic HTML template and change the title to travel planner. So after this, I'll link the style sheet as well and give the path and name to style.css. Next, what we'll be doing, let's make use of the Materialize CSS as well as the Materialize JS. So how we can do this one? So I'll just copy these things first. So let me come here. Let me copy this one here. Also, let me come here after the ending of body tag. Just come here and copy this one, Materialize JS. So let me copy these two things. Also, let's make use of the leaflet CSS as well as the JS as well. I'll just come here. This one, let me copy this one and paste it over here. Also, after this script tag, let me paste the JS file script file which is included in the script tag, right? Just not this one, basically this one, sorry. Let me copy this one and paste it over here. So how you can get these things? First, for the Materialize CSS, I'll just open the Chrome, search for CDN.js, right? So after searching for the CDN.js, come over here and just search for Materialize. So just copy this one, copy the link tag. Also, you can just give the script tag, and within the script tag, you can give the URL. So you have got the CSS as well as the JS, right, for the Materialize CSS. Next, for the this one, basically for leaflet CSS and JS, what you have to do, just search for unpkg leaflet JS. So don't click on the first one, come to the second one. Here you can see download leaflet, a JavaScript library for the interactive maps. So just come here, this one. For the CSS, just copy this one. This one, right? So just copy this one, or you can copy full as well. So for the JS file, leaflet JS, just copy this one within the script tag. So that's what I have done. I already have. I'll just close this one, right? So after this one, let me include the JS file as well. We haven't created the JS file. I'll just create the JS file as well. I'll just name this index.js. So I'll just move this one to the right. Also, let me include the JavaScript file within the script tag. So why this is not taken? Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'll just give index.js. So what we'll be doing next? Let's start writing the HTML code. So initially what I'll do, I'll just make use of the header tag. So within the header tag, I'll just make use of the nav tag. So let's style the nav. We'll be making use of Materialize CSS, right? So within the class, I'll just give nav wrapper, color purple, darken, I'll just give 4. So then within the nav, I'll just make use of the div. I'll give class of name container. So within this div, I'll just make use of the anchor tag. I'll just give hash, and also let me give class name brand logo center. So within this one, I'll give travel planner, right? So this is it within the header. So next what I'll do, I'll just make use of the main tag. So within the main, for the main, first initially what I'll do, I'll just give class of name container. So within the main, I'll just make use of the section tag. So for the section, I'll just give ID of search section, also class of, just give me a second, section. Just give section SS. So within the section, I'll just make use of the div. Also, let me make use of class of name input field. So this is it for the div. So within the div, I'll just make use of the input as well as the button, right? I'll just give input, type will be text itself, and ID I'll give search input, also placeholder, enter a place. So just give this one. After the input tag, I'll just make use of the button. Within the button, what I'll do, I'll give the button name search. Let's come here. I'll just make use of the ID search button. Also, I'll just give the class name purple darken 4, right? So this is it for the section. So after the closing of section tag here, let me make use of one more. Let me make use of the section tag once more. So within this section, I'll just give ID of result section. So also within this section, I'll just make use of the div of ID place details as well as class name section. So just give me a second. Let me format the document once. Yeah. So we are writing here, right? So let me make use of one more div. Within this div, I'll just give ID of map container. Also, let me give class of the name section. So within div, with this div, I'll just make use of one more div and give ID of map. Next, I'll just make use of image. Let me give ID of name. I'll just give fallback image, right? Also, so within the SRC, what I'll do, I'll just come here. I'll just cut this one, basically. I'll just paste it over here. This is nothing but the image address of location not available. You can just give any link address. I mean, that is related to something location not available. If something goes wrong, right? Or within the API, you can, if we cannot get the particular location, then we'll be displaying this image. So for the alt attribute, I'll just give, and just give me a second, location not available. So let me set the style to display none initially. So I'll just come over here, I'll delete this one, right? So this is it for the image tag. Next, what I'll do, I'll just come here. After the ending of this div, let me make use of one more div, and I'll give a div of ID, photo, also class, section. So within this div, basically after the closing of main tab, I'll just make use of the footer tag. Within this footer, let's design this footer using Materialize CSS first. So I'll just give class of page footer, purple, darken font. So within this footer, I'll just make use of the div, and for the div, I'll just give class of name contain, right? So this is one thing. Also within the container, let's make use of one more div and give class of row. Next, within this div, let me give one more div, class of column SQL. Let's align this one center using center align. Also, just give me a second. So within this div, let me make use of the paragraph tag. Let me make use of the anchor tag as well. And whenever we click on the text, right? So within the anchor tag, I'll just give the text Code-with-Bharadwaj. Whenever we click on the text, I'll just give my YouTube channel link. So you can give anything that is related to your website, anything, but I'll just give my YouTube channel link. So I'll just give. This one, right? After this one, what I'll do, let me make use of one more thing. What I'll do, I'll just give target blank so that the link opens in the next tab, right? Another tab. This is it for the footer. So just give me a second. Yeah, this is it for the footer. And also, this is it for the index.html. So I'll just format the document once. What I'll do now, let's start writing the CSS. So I'll just come here. I just want to make use of the Poppins font, right? So what I'll do, I'll just open the, let me search for the Poppins font. So I'll just click on the Poppins. Let me click on this one, get font, get embed code, import. Let me copy these 3 lines. So I'll just copy this and close the Chrome. Let me paste it over here. Next, what I'll do, let's write CSS for the body. So I'll just come again. Sorry. Let me write. So I'll just give font family. Within the double inverted comma, I'll just give Poppin, as well as if something goes wrong, let's make use of the sans serif. So primary font will be making use of his Poppins. If something goes wrong, we'll be making use of sans serif. So I'll just give margin of 0 to also padding of 0, background, linear gradient of to right, FB, EB, also A6C, 1E. So this one, and also I just want to make use of some darker color, so I'll just give 333. Let me give display flex direction column, also min height, I'll just give 100 view height. This is it for the body. Next, let's style for the header as well as the footer. I'll just come here and just copy the header, this one. Let me paste it over here. Also, I want to style for the footer, right? So I'll just come here. Let me copy this one and let me paste it over here. So I'll just give, I'll just make use of the flex shrink and I'll give 0. Also, let me style for the main tag, nothing but this one. This one, right? I have already given main, so I'll just give flex 1, also padding goes 2 rems as well as save. Let's style for the search section. So where is search section? Within the input somewhere we have given, right? Here, not this one, basically section. Within the section we have given search section. I'll just copy this one. Let me paste it over here. For the search section, I'll just give margin bottom of 2 rem. So this is it for the search section. Next, let's write CSS for the result section. Where is the result section? Basically this one. I'll just copy this one. Let me paste it over here. For the result section, I'll just make use of display flex direction column, align item, center, width 100%. Next, let's style for the place details. Where is place details? This one. ID of place details we have given within the div. Basically, I'll just copy the same thing. Let me paste it over here. For the place details, I'll just give margin bottom of 2 rem, text align, center, font size 1.2 rem, also line height 1.5. So next, let's style for the map container. So I'll just come here. I'll just copy this one, right? ID of map container we have given. Let me copy this one completely. Let me paste it over here. So within the map container, what I'll give? Let me give width of 100%. Also height of 400 pixel. Let me give margin bottom of 2 rem. Also position, a relative, border radius of 10 pixel. Finally, box shadow of 0, 4 pixel, 8 pixel, RGBA of 0.0, 0.1. So this is one thing, map container. This is it for the map container. Next, let's style for the map. So I'll just come here. I'll copy this one, ID of map. Let me paste it over here. So for the map, I'll just give width of 100%, also height of 100%. Let me give border radius of 10 pixels. So this is it for the map. Next, let's style for the fallback image. So let me come to index.html. I'll just copy this one. Image, within the image, we have given ID of fallback image, right? I'll just copy this one. Let me paste it over here. So position, absolute, top of 0, left of 0, width 100%, height of 100%, border radius of 10 pixel, object fit, cover, also display, I'll just give none. This is it for the fallback image. Next, let's style for the photos. Where is this photos? Basically this div. Within this div, we have given ID of photos. I'll just copy this one. Let me paste it over here. So within the photos, what I'll do, I'll just give display flex wrap, also gap of 1 rem, justify content, let me give center. So this is it for the photos. Next, let's style for the photo. So where is this photo coming from? Just give me a second. So basically, what I'll write now, the styles for the photo, the styles for the class name photo, as well as the image of class name, image within the class name photo. These two things I'll be writing the styles. This is not coming from the index.html file. Basically, this is the HTML we'll be making use of in the JavaScript file. So we have not written JavaScript file yet. So while writing the JavaScript, I'll explain. Just follow along with me. I'll just give photo width. Let me give 400 pixel, height of 300 pixel, border radius of 10 pixel, overflow, hidden, box shadow 4 pixel, 8 pixel, RGBA of 000 0.1. So I'll also include cursor of pointer. So this is it for the photo. Next, let's style for the image within the class name photo. So I'll just give photo. Let me give image. So these things will be we are styling from the JavaScript file. Basically, we'll be making use of this HTML and we'll be making use of create element, and we'll be creating the div. And for that div, we'll be giving the class name of photo, and we'll be making use of image inside that div. So we'll be styling this. So for the image, I'll just give width of 100%, height of 100%. Also finally, object fit, I'll just give cover, right? So this is it for the CSS. I'll just format the document once. These two files, let me format this one as well. What I have done is, I've installed an extension called live server. So let's wait for some time. Yeah, this one. So basically what this does is, whenever we make changes in the HTML file, index.html file, so the changes will get directly reflected in the browser, so that we don't have to reload the web page again and again to see the changes. So this will be very helpful. You can install it as well. So I'll just close this one. What I'll do, I'll just come to index.html file, right click and click on open with live server. So let's wait for some time. Sure. Initially, this is looking like this. We are just getting travel planner as well as the footer, right? So whenever I click on the footer, it's not taking me anywhere, right? So what I have done wrong here? So yeah, here this has to be HTTPS, right? So let me check once. So whenever I click on this one, this is taking to my YouTube channel. So this is working correctly. So with the help of JavaScript, what we'll be doing, suppose if I give location Bangalore, if I plan my trip to the Bangalore. So if I give Bangalore and search here, right, we'll be displaying the map, we'll be making use of the OpenStreetMap API. So we'll be displaying the map and the location. So location Bangalore and the nearby locations also we can see with the help of the map, right? So if the image is, if the location is not available, we'll be displaying this image. In the HTML, we have given some image, right? Wait, give me a second. This one, fallback image. This one, right? So we'll be displaying this one, this image. So wherever I'm pointing this one. Also, after displaying the location, we'll be displaying the images of that place as well. We'll be displaying some 8 to 10 images of the Bangalore place by making use of the Unsplash API, right? So these two things we'll be doing with the help of JavaScript. So I have already created the JavaScript file, have placed the JavaScript file here. By making use of the script tag, I have placed after the ending of the body tag, right? So let's start writing the JavaScript code. Just give me a second. Initially, what I'll do, I'll add the event listener for the search button click. This one, for this one, search. We'll be adding the event listener, right? So I'll just give document dot get element by ID of search button. Search button, where is the button? Just give me a second. So somewhere we have made use of the button, right? So here, you can see the search button. We have given button. Within the button, ID of name search button we have given. I'll just paste the same thing over here. Let's attach the event listener of click. Let's call the function. So within this, first what we'll do, we'll get the value from the search input field. Whatever we type, right, within the input type. So we'll get the value of that one. So how we can do that one? I'll just make use of the variable named place. Let me give document dot get element by ID again of search input. So somewhere we have made use of the input right here, this one. ID of search input we have given. I'll just copy this one. Let me paste it over here. We have to get the value for that one. I'll just give, not here basically. What happened? Here, I need to give value. This is right. Next, if we get the place, I'll just make use of the if condition. To get the place, let's fetch the place details and photos if the input is not empty. See, I'll just come here. If the input is not empty and if we search for something, we have to get the place by making use of OpenStreet API. Also, we have to display the photos of the certain place, right? So how we'll do that? I'll just comment this one and write fetch place details and photos if the input is not empty. For this one, I'll just make use of the fetch place details of place, also fetch photos of place, right? So what I have done is I have called these two functions, right? So we have not written these two functions yet. We'll be writing this one in the future, and also we'll be moving this event listener at the end, right? So we have not written the function itself. We have given the event listener at beginning. Sorry for this. I'll just move this one at the end after writing the complete code of the JavaScript file. So what we'll be doing next? So let's write the function to fetch the place details from the OpenStreetMap API. So I'll just give const fetch place details to within this place I'll just pass the parameter place. So we have to get the map and the fallback image elements, right? For that, what I'll do, I'll just make use of the variable name map container, and within this one, I'll just give document dot get element by ID of map container. So where is the map container coming from? Just give me a second. You can see here div of map container I have given. So I'll just copy this one. Let me copy this one and paste it over here. So I'll just copy the same thing twice. So instead of the map container, I'll give map element. So third one will be, instead of the map element, I'll just give fallback image. So I would have given document.get element by ID of just map. I'll just delete this one. So just map. Where is this map coming from? This one. ID of map we have given, right? Just type the same thing basically. Next, fallback image. So this one has to be like document.get element by ID of fallback image. So let me delete this one. Get the fallback image. I'll just copy the same thing. Image, within the image tag, we have given ID of fallback image, right? I'll just paste the same thing over here. So this is it. What we have done, we have got the map and fallback image elements. So next, what I'll be doing, let's clear the map content and hide the fallback image. How we'll be able to clear? I'll just make use of, sorry, this has to be map element. Let me make use of the inner HTML. Let me set this one to the empty string. Let me give fallback image. Let's set the display to null. So this is it. We have cleared the map content as well as we have hidden the fallback image initially. So next what we'll do, we'll fetch the request to the OpenStreetMap API. How we'll do that? So I'll just make use of the fetch and give the API, right? So here I already have this one. You can just pass and type, or I'll be providing the GitHub link in the description. You can get it from there as well. Just cut this one. Let me paste it over here. Next, what I'll do, we'll just pass the response, JSON response, right? For that one, I'll be making use of, then let me give response dot.json. So we have passed the JSON response. Next, let me give, then let me make use of data. So I'll just make use of the if condition. If the length of the data is greater than 0. So what I've done here, so why this is, and let me delete this one. Let me remove the semicolon. So if the length of the data is greater than 0, right? If the data is available, then what we'll do, we'll display the place data as well as we'll be loading the map. For that one, what I'll do, I'll just make use of the variable names, place details. Let me display initially within the array and if 0, right? Let me give display place detail of place detail. So we have not written the display place details function yet. We'll be writing that one in the future. So just give me a second. Yeah. Let me give load map place details dot let this one will be latitude and longitude, right? I'll just give lat as well as within the array, let's give place details dot, for the longitude, I'll just give LON. So then what I'll do, else if the data is not available. Here, if the data is available and if the length of the data is greater than 0, right? The data is available, we are doing these things. If the data is not available, what we'll do? We'll display the fallback image, right? This fallback image. Within HTML, we have given something related to location not available. That image will be displaying. So I'll just call display fallback image. This one. This is fine. So next, let's make use of the catch. If something, if we have some error with the API or if something goes wrong, right, we have to display the error. For that one, we'll be making use of the catch block. So what I'll do, I'll just make use of the console log. Within the log, I'll give error fetching place details. Let me call the error. So also we'll call the function display fallback image. So this is it for the function fetch place details. Next, what we'll do, we'll write the function to display the place details in the HTML. Again, I am telling this is the function to display the place details in the HTML. So I'll just make use of the function name display place details. I'll pass the parameter details. So within this, what I'll do, I'll just make use of the variable name place details div document dot get element by ID of place details. So where is the place details coming from? Just give me a second. Let's go to the HTML. So here you can see within the div, we have given the ID of place details. So I'll just copy the same thing. This one, let me paste it over here. So place details. Next, what I'll do, I'll just give place details div. Let's make use of the inner HTML. So within the backticks, let me write the HTML h2. I'll just make use of the h2 tag. Details display name. So initially we'll be displaying the name of the place. So after this one, let me make use of the name of the place. Means whenever we search for the place, right, we'll be displaying the name of the place as well as the district that the place belongs to, as well as its pin code if it's available. So these things will be displaying. Below that one, we'll be displaying the map. So below that one, first we'll be displaying the latitude of that place, longitude of that place, as well as within the map, we'll be displaying the location. So basically, let me make use of, let me guess, latitude. Yeah. So let me give details dot latitude. So let me close this p tag. Let me copy the same thing. I'll give here, instead of latitude, let me give longitude. Details dot lat we have given. I'll just give LOL. So this is it for the HTML section. So next, after this, what we'll be doing, we'll be writing the function to load and display the map using leaflet.js. So if you remember, within the script tag, we have made use of the leaflet.js, right? So we'll be making use of the library leaflet.js. For that one, we'll be writing the function to load as well as display the map using the leaflet.js. So initially what we'll be doing, suppose if I give some name here, Bangalore. So we'll give the place of the name, the district that it belongs to, as well as the pin code of that place. After below that one, we'll be displaying the latitude and longitude. After latitude and longitude, we'll be displaying the map and we'll be displaying the location within the map, right? So to display the location within the map, we'll be writing the function. We'll be making use of leaflet.js basically. So what I'll do, I'll just give load map. Within this one, let me pass the parameter coordinates. Let me make use of the variable name map element document dot get element by id of, we are getting map. So where is map coming from? So here somewhere, just give me a second, this one. Within the div, we have given the id of map. I'll just copy this one. Let me paste it over here. So after this one, let me make use of the variable name fallback image. So this one, let me give document dot get element by id of fallback image. So where is fallback image coming from? Let me come here. Let me copy this one. Within the image tag, we have given id of fallback image. I'll just paste the same thing over here. So this is it. Next, what we'll do, we'll hide the fallback image if the map is not available. Suppose here, if the map is not available, right, if the map is available, then will not be showing the fallback image, right? If the map is not available, finally, if the location is not available, then only we'll be displaying the fallback image. For that purpose, what we'll do, let me make use of the fallback image style. Let me leave space so that this looks good. So I'll just set the display to initially to none. After this one, let's initialize the map with the given coordinates. So I'll just make use of the variable name map, l.map of map. So where is the map coming from? Here. Let me copy this one. Let me paste it over here. Map of, let's set the view, set view. Basically, this is coming from the leaflet.js. So I'll give coordinates. I'll give 13. So please go through the documentation so you'll get to know what I'm writing. So next, what I'll do, let's set up the tile layer for the map from OpenStreetMap. For that one, what I'll do, I'll just give tile layer of, and let me give HTTPS we close this one as well. Dot tile open street map, or in this one, let me give Z, X as well as Y as well. Dot PNG. So somewhere I did wrong. So here I'll just remove the double inverted comma. So after this one, let me open the flare braces. Within this one, let me make use of the attribution. So within the attribution, let me make use of the HTML entity, that is copy. Also within the, let's make use of the anchor tag, and let me give copyright symbol. This is basically, so after within this one, let me give open street map dot or slash copy right. Just give me a second. Copy. So here this has to be basically this one. So also what I have done from the, so yeah, Let me close this one. Somewhere I have done wrong. No, let's start. Let's continue writing. I'll just give open streak map. I'll just close the anchor tag. So within this one, I'll just give contributors. So let me close this one, right? So after this one, what I'll do, I'll just give add to map. So after this one, let me add the marker at the given coordinates. How we'll do that? L dot, let me give marker of coordinates. This also will be adding to map. I'll just make use of add to, pass the map here. So this is it for the function load map. Next, let's write the function to fetch the places from the Unsplash API. So initially, after displaying the place, latitude, longitude, and the this one map, location through the map. After this one, we'll be displaying the image of the particular place that we have searched using the Unsplash API. So for that one, what I'll do, let me make use of the function name fetch photos. Let me pass the parameter place. So within this one, let me give API key equals. So how to get the API key? So I just close these two things. Let me open this one. So I already have the API key with me. Just give me a second. I'll just show you how to get the API key as well. Let me cut this one. Let me paste it over here. So how to get this API key? Just open the Chrome and search for unsplash.com. So unsplash.com/developers. So initially go to unsplash.com and create an account. After creating the account, just come here to this one, this link, unsplash.com/developers, and click on your apps. Whether you can click on here or you can click on this one. After clicking on this one, it will ask you to just click on new application, and it will ask you for this thing. What do you let me create the new application itself. So what I'll do, just give this one, also accept the terms, give the application name something. I'll just give travel planner. Let me give the same thing. You can give anything, the application name and description. Click on create application. So after this one, you'll get the access key as well as the secret key. Just copy this one to the clipboard. Let me paste it over here. So let me close this one, minimize this one, come here. This one I'll delete. So let me delete this one. So yeah, I'll come here. Let me cut this one and paste it over here. So this is the access key. Please don't copy my API key or the access key. Please copy your own access key, right? So get your own access key and paste it over here. After that one, let me make use of the variable URL within the template literals, or let me do one thing. I already have the API with me. Basically what I'll do, I'll just cut this one. Let me close the notepad, right? So I'll come here, paste it over here. So you can just type this one, or I have given the GitHub link in the description. You can get the API from there as well. So after this one, let me make use of fetch of URL. Let me make use of then let's parse the JSON response. How we'll do that? So let me make use of response dot JSON. So next, what I have, I'll just give then again. Let's give data. Sorry, here. So initially, I'll just make use of the variable name photos container. I'll give document dot get element by ID of photos. Where is this photos coming from? Just give me a second. So here within this div, we have given the ID of name photos, right? I'll just copy this one. Let me paste it over here. So after this one, we'll clear the previous photos, right? For that one, what I do, I'll just give, let me leave the space so that this looks good. And photos container, we'll just make use of the inner HTML and we'll set this one to the empty string. So we'll get the, we'll make use of the for each. And finally, we'll create the div for the each photo, right? For that one, I'll just give data dot results for each. Let's consider photo. Now, let's create the div for the each photo. How we'll create the div? Let me make use of the variable name photo element. So whenever we have to create HTML element, we'll be making use of create element. I'll just come here, create element of div. So after this one, we will give the class name to the created div. What I'll just make use of the photo element dot class list. Also we can give class list dot add. We can give the class names. Instead, we'll be making use of class name directly here. So class name, I'll just give photo. So let's make use of the photo element and let me make use of the inner HTML as well. And let me give within the template literals. So I'll just make use of the image tag. Let me give src equals and photo else small. Also, let's set the alt attribute to, just give me a second, photo. Just set the description to the alt attribute. I'll just type description. Let me close this one. Also, let me close the image tag as well. So this is it. So next, what I'll do, let's add the event listener to open a new tab to our YouTube channel when click. So I have, so you can ignore this part. Basically, whenever we are clicking the individual photo, right? So I'll just redirect that to my YouTube channel. So you can ignore this, or you can just give, for the reference, you can just give your website or anything that is related to your project. So I'll just give here photo element add event listener of click. It's called the function. What I'll do, whenever we click on the individual photo, this will take to my YouTube link. So I'll just give window dot open within the single inverted comma. Let me give HTTPS. Let me give the link of my YouTube channel and just give so yeah. After this one, let me give underscore blank so that this opens in the next tab, in the separate tab basically. So after this one, what I'll do, let's append the photo element to the container. How can we append the photo element to the container? We already have the photos container, right? So just make use of the append child, and what we have to append, photo element, right? So just give this one. So we have appended the photo element to the container. So after this one, what we'll be doing, if something is wrong with the API, so we have to display the error, right? For that one, I'll be making use of the catch block. So I'll just give catch error of the console, within the console log, and just remove this one. Just give me a second. And just give error fetching photos. So I'll just call the error here. So this is it. So this is just to handle the errors, right? We have made use of the catch block. And finally, what we'll do, we'll be writing the function to display the fallback image when map data is not available. So here, as I have said, initially what we'll do, we'll display the name. Along with it, we'll be displaying the map, location in the map, right? So when the location is not available within the map, we'll be displaying the fallback image. So for that purpose, we'll be writing this function. So I'll just make it the const. I'll just give the function name display fallback image. Let me make use of I'll just make use of the variable name map element. Let me give document.get element by ID of map. So where is this map coming from? Let me go here. Just give me a second. So this one, right? Div, within this div, just copy this one. We had given the ID of map. I have just copied the same thing. As fallback image document dot get element by ID of fallback image. So where is fallback image coming from? This one. I'll just copy the same thing. Let me paste it over here. So we'll clear the map content and display the fallback image if the location is not available. So I'll just let me comment this one and write clear map content and display the fallback image. So I'll just give map element. So why this is showing like this? Inner HTML. So did I get something wrong here? So yeah, this one, I'll just set this one to capital E. So let me set this one to the empty string. Also, let me make use of the fallback image. Let's set the display to block. So this is it. What I'll do, I'll just format the document once. Now let's check. So I'll just come here. Let me give Bangalore. So if I search for the Bangalore, so nothing we are getting, right? Let's check what is wrong. What are all the things that we have done wrong? So we are getting one error, right? So let me check. Let me give Control J. So let's check what is wrong here. So yeah, we have given, instead of the single inverted comma, we have given the backticks, right? So I'll just correct this one. Also here, after Z, include the slash. After Z and X, right? So I'll just, this was the mistake within the load map function, right? So this is the only mistake. Let me format the document once. Now yeah, Let me give Bangalore. Also, let me click on the search. So yeah, now we are getting the place, we are getting the district as well, along with the this one, what do I call, pin code as well, latitude, longitude, the basically the location and the nearby places also we can see. We can zoom in and zoom out as well, along with the places of Bengaluru. We have made use of the Unsplash API as well, right? So we are getting everything correct. So next, let's search for one more location. I'll search for Hampi. So this is Hampi, the taluk we are getting, also the district, the pin code, along with the exact location, right? Hampi. So also we are getting the images of the location that we have searched for. So this is correct as well. We are getting everything correctly. Finally, let me search for one more place. Let me give Agra and search Agra. So the location we are not getting. In that place, we are displaying the fallback image, right? This one location is not available. So apart from that, we are getting the location, I mean this one, Agra, district as well, I mean Uttar Pradesh, India. So latitude and longitude as well we are getting. And also we are getting the images, some of the places in the Agra, right? So basically this works correctly. Let's search for one last thing. I'll just give Nagarhole and let me search. So just give me a second. Let me search once more. Yeah. Now we are getting Nagarhole National Park. So the taluk as well, Kodagu, Karnataka, India. So we are also getting the exact location on the map. So the nearby places also you can see. And also we are getting the, some of the photos of Nagarhole, right? Nagarhole National Park. So everything we are getting correctly. So everything works perfectly. One more thing, when we click on this photo, Code-with-Bharadwaj, this has to take to my YouTube channel. Let's check this once. So yeah, this is correctly taken to my channel. You can give any this thing link. So basically of your choice. So that's it. Everything is working properly. This is it. Thanks for watching, guys.